Okay. What's up, guys? It's been a while, at least for me. For you guys, probably the difference between each upload hasn't been that long, but it's been about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days. Wait, I can't do math. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, 5 days. It's been 5 days since I haven't trained because, dude, I've been so sore. Ever since we did that chest day where my delts were just interfering so much with the workout, ever since that day, I've been sore everywhere. Yeah, and I think that was pretty much a sign of my body telling me to chill the fuck out for my central nervous system. And what made me take these longer rest days, I've never done that before, was because when I was deloading, they were still sore. And I'm doing like 50% of the max sets. So I'm like, okay, no, I gotta stop, especially because we're gonna cut. Like, my original plan, I should have started 6 days ago, the cut. But yeah, my body's just been doing this. So I've been kind of putting a bit more precaution because once we cut, the recovery is gonna be a bit more of an issue. As of today, my plan is to really just do a reload and continue that for the next 7 days. Yeah. If, let's say, hypothetically, the past 5 days ago, this cut should really be 10 weeks, counting all these factors of my body. But yeah, today we'll just do 75% of our max sets. We're gonna do some back today. I figured to do lat pull downs, not the super close grips, because we've done that before. I wanna kind of just do more of not a super wide angle, but just normal, but having my hands towards my head instead of forward. Activate as least as possible the biceps with that. And then after that, we'll just do bent over barbell rows, yeah, to get some good back thickness, especially middle back. After that one, we'll do cable back rows. After that, we'll do T-bars. I call it T-bars, but in reality, it's just, I guess I would call it horizontal bent over rows. And then we'll do another one, which is it's actually a row, but I don't know what it's called. I seen Dorian do it. So that's kind of one of the biggest reasons why I want to do that as an optional set. I'm gonna leave about 2 reps in reserve for failure, let our CNS recover even more. Because the past 2 days ago, I've felt like my legs haven't been sore, my calves weren't sore, my arms weren't sore, my chest wasn't sore, my back wasn't sore. But because of that deload situation that I did, I was like, no, let's just take an extra 2 days. So here we are as Friday. And yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. So again, 75% of the max sets. This doesn't have labels, so let me just kind of refresh this. It's been a few days and I already forgot the weight increments on these machines. My max is usually on here 130, which would be here. 95, 110, 130. So half of 130 would be pretty much 70. It's, about like 95 should be good. Yeah. But let's just do this first set and I'll think about it after, because I'm thinking, should I do the same amount of sets that I usually do? Probably not. Yeah, the one that I was just using, it kept slipping. It's not that good, not in my opinion. That didn't feel great. Yeah, no. But we'll see. Sometimes my body is like an engine. It kind of has to do a bit more, and then we'll get into that rhythm. I mean, in the sense of how my body feels, not the activation, just levels of strength. Oh, no, yeah. Good thing Good thing I just thought of that right now, because I know in a different situation, I would have just blindly kept doing what I've been doing before. Yeah, no. Because I forgot that if I'm doing 70 to 75%, that kind of accounts for my total sets. Usually in my back days, I do about 16 sets. If I'm doing 70 to 75%, that should be about 12 sets in total. 5 times 2, that's about 10. Yeah, it depends on each, but I think on this one we'll do 3 because it's more of like a compound-ish. And then over at the T-bars, we'll do either T-bars, or barbell rows. We'll add the extra sets. Let's do these quick.
There's no blood, there's no alibi, 'cause I've drawn regret from the truth of 1,000 lies. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done. Face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go of what I've done. Put to rest what you thought of me while I clean this slate with the hands of uncertainty. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go of what
That was fun.
I start again, and whatever pain may come, today this ends. I'm forgiving what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go of
Yeah, not that much, but let's actually just raise it a bit. That way you guys can be like at the same, not the same, but almost the same height levels. So, we are right now at my house. I got my two cats here, but I'm keeping an eye on them because sometimes I have a black cat and I have a gray cat. They're both, well, they actually come from Russian blue parents, but for some reason, one of my cats is black and he's like a Bombay mix. So it's interesting because they're basically twins, and they're both male cats. But yeah, they're different in personalities. They're just playing around. So I kind of want to say something. Here's my gray. So actually, yeah, this is my gray cat. His name is Bento. He's very chill. I call him Garfield literally because he eats a lot. And overall, oh wait, he's gonna. Okay, good. I thought he was gonna like rub his face against the tripod because if he did that, I would have fallen over for sure. They're both like eating the grass. Here, wait, let me show you guys this. Oh, I'm sorry. The gray one is called Bento, like the bento boxes in Japan, and the black one is called Marku. Uh, his name is a bit of a funny story. I used to have a Finnish friend from Finland, and his name was Marku. And for some reason, when we were getting them, I told my little sister, because technically it's her cat, I told her, hey, why don't we just call this one Marku? I don't know why I thought of that, because I just saw his personality to be like scared of things and really crazy around. And I don't know, I think that name just kind of stuck too. But yeah. But anyways, so far, I did my legs about a week ago. Yeah, that was the leg training. And I also gave an overview of my cut about a week ago too. Now, one of the things that I did, which is not what I should have done, was. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's just my gray cat. He's like. Okay, I have to keep an eye on him. All right, yeah, he was. I have a bit of. I don't have a huge backyard, but I have a lot of space, and like he just gets close to the fence, and I don't know, like that's a bit sketchy because he might like go through. But yeah, what was I saying? So, yeah, we talked an overview about the cut about a week ago. Now, I did something very stupid, which to be honest, that's not that strange for me. Sometimes I do a lot of stupid things, and I make a lot of dumb mistakes because of my clumsiness, I think. By accident, these past 5 days, I've accidentally been eating already the week one meal plan for the cut. And I should have not done that because my whole idea for these past 5 days was to let my body simply recover. I was way too sore from my training before, and I was even sore from the deload training. So I was like, no, hell no, I need to really recover because my body's telling me. First of all, my soreness went down, but it was most of all the central nervous system that was giving me issues. Because I don't feel like my calves or my legs or my chest or my back or my arms are sore. They were sore though 3 days ago, 4 days ago, especially my arms. I should have not done that, but you might be thinking like, how do you accidentally eat less than 600 calories to your maintenance? It's because I use a lot ChatGPT, and I think you know where I'm going with this. ChatGPT gave me a meal plan, or let's say a much more simpler way to track what exactly I'm eating, what are the calories for my maintenance. Instead of him giving me an exact grams for each item, he gave me a range. So it would be, let's say, cooked rice of 250 grams to 300 grams, or potatoes 300 grams to 350 grams, that sort of stuff. This is what confused me. He told me that you've been eating around 3,600 calories to 3,500. Yeah. And he gave me those ranges. So I assumed that the lowest range, like if I was eating 250 grams of cooked rice, 300 grams of cooked potatoes, the lowest ranges of what he gave me in grams for each item, I'd assume that was 3,500 calories in total. But then yesterday, last night, it gave me to ask him because, I wanted to know what was really the next step for my meals coming after this deload, he re-clarified to me that what I've been eating was actually 2,816 calories. And then I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so it is a bit annoying with, when you're using AI like that, because, they can make mistakes. But the next time I'm really going to make sure that if I'm getting really anything from him, I'm going to make him re-clarify that 4 times. Yeah, because sometimes there could be a bit of errors and, that eventually happens. And I think that's the reason why today in particularly, I felt a bit weaker because I've been eating like that. Now, what's my plan? Am I going to increase back to maintenance calories so I can recover for this reload because I don't feel as strong? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's necessary. I'm just going to keep eating the same way as I am, but I'm not going to drop yet. So my plan is to really reload for the next 7 days and just sticking to this calorie level, which is 2,816 calories. Yeah, for the next 7 days. Once I see that my central nervous system is recovered, we're feeling a lot better like normal, then we'll simply drop each week by 50 grams. Yeah, 50 grams, and then as weeks go by, like after 3 weeks or so, we'll drop it by at least interval of like 25 grams. I made a very dumb mistake. That is very typical of me. I tend to be very smart when it comes to these things, and I definitely have a great memory each day. But whatever, it's what it is. Hey, this is life. This is all real life. This is just what's been going on, and it's especially because this is my first time bulking. It's not going to be the greatest start to a bulk. I mean, sorry, not bulking. Cutting. This is the first time I'm cutting. My first time is not going to be the best or even good. I don't think so. But yeah. Okay, so my my other cat's like way over there. I'm gonna have to pick him up. But that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, you guys are really seeing this live. I fucked it up, but hey, that's why I record all this, to document. Because I know 2 years later on, I'm gonna just laugh at these videos about the stupid mistakes I've been doing. But you gotta start somewhere. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.